Hi guys, welcome back. So if you're new to HTML and CSS, make sure you go back to the previous videos on this channel, watch everything through, and make sure that you code along, because that's a way you can be sure you know it and you understand it. If it doesn't work on your system, you can't be so confident that you understand it. So sometimes you just watch a video and you think you understood it until you've tried it. So please ensure that you get your hands dirty trying every single line that you see in that video. Thank you very much. And in this class, I'll be focusing on box modeling. Now, look at these. This is Amazon, and this is their product page. So these are products displayed on this page, different products. And now let's look at how they appear. So you look at the products are horizontally arranged, okay? They're horizontally arranged side by side. And if you look at it, we have 5 columns for this product page. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so we have 5 products on each row. And for each product, you see this image, and you see a description, you see a rating here, and then you see the price, right? And you see that these features are common with all the products, right? So we want to be doing something very similar in our application, right? We're going to be building something like this, right? And so the concept I would like us to understand today is box modeling. How can we achieve this to make our, when we create each card here, so how do we make it horizontal and as beautiful as this? So to do that, let's get started. So go to your VS Code. First of all, you want to create the folder. So let me create a folder, call it products. So products. So let me open it in my VS Code. So I drag it into here, and then I have this. So that's good, very well. So come here and create your index.html, index.html. And then also create your style of CSS, okay? CSS. Then let's do our shift 1, right? I have explained all this in the previous video, so make sure you go back to understand them. So here I'm going to link my CSS file with my HTML. To do that, I'll create my link tag, and here I'm going to do the slash. Good. So I have this. Very good. So I'll come here and then do hello world, just to be sure that it's running. So I'll come here, open with live server, then I have this, so hello world. So my application works very well. So to do that, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come here, and then I want to create a particular, a parent div. So to do that, just do shortcut dot wrapper. So I want to name that parent. I want to give it a class name of wrapper. So this is it. So inside this, I'm going to create other child div. So I'm going to give them a class of card. So I'm going to say dot card. So I'm going to create 5 divs, and I want to give them all of them the same class name, which is card. So you do this times 5, right? You do this, so we have this. Okay, you can hold down your shift key and then shift key and the option key. Do this, and you can write something. So say card. So we have this. You save your work, and let's see what it looks like. We have this. Good. Now, if you look at this, by default, it's arranged vertically, right? But we want it to be arranged horizontally. So looking at it, you see that it's 1 card per row. 1 card per row. But we want to make all these 5 cards appear in a single row. So if you're here with me, then means you're good. The next thing we want to do here is that we want to give this wrapper maybe a blue background, and give all this card maybe a red background, so that we can see what's happening, right? So come here to your CSS, come and do wrapper, and do background blue, here dot card background red, right? Save your work, come here. Good. So you see it. First of all, let's remove all this default styling. To do that, just come to this place, asterisk, right? This asterisk means universal, everywhere, for every single tag. It's going to remove the default margin and padding. So do this margin 0. The default margin should be 0. The default padding should be 0. And then box sizing, border box. Save it, and you see that we don't have default padding and margin here anymore. So look at this card is currently vertically arranged. Let's make it horizontally arranged. To do that, you come to this wrapper. Remember that this wrapper is the parent that holds all the card, right? So you come to this wrapper, and then let's do this. You use this particular attribute. It's called display, right? And this is the value we're going to use, flex. So by just doing this display flex, you ask all the child inside that wrapper parent to be horizontally arranged. That's what you're saying. So all the cards that are inside that wrapper parent will be horizontally arranged. So you save your work and you see this, right? Good. So see that. So let me give it some padding so that we can see to the right and to the left. So come here, do padding, right? Padding. Let's give it a padding of 1 rem. So we have this. Very good. So let's see how we can space this card such that, we want it to spread to this point. We want this card to spread to this point. So you do that and want to give it equal spacing. So you come here, do justify content. Make sure you do it on the parent, right? This wrapper is the parent. So you do justify content and you do space. Let's do space between, and you see what space between looks like. So this is what space between looks like. So space between would just give it space between each card, but there won't be space between the card and the and the parent. So it's the reason you're seeing any space here is because here I'm giving a padding of 1 rem. So if I remove it, you see that there won't be any space, right? So justify. So let's see what justify space around looks like. So justify space around. You see there will be some space between the edges. You see that? There will be some space between the edges. So, but we want to use between space between, and let's uncomment this padding so that we can have this back. So I'm going to uncomment it, save your work. So we have this. Good. So we want to replicate something that looks like Amazon, and besides, this is a very common concept in almost every application. You see, this is Nike, and you see the same thing. This is Adidas, and you see the same thing, right? So it's a very, very common concept. So we come here, we have this. So let's see how we can add some content to our, our card, so that we don't just have a very simple text called card. Let's just add some context, maybe an image and all other things, right? First of all, let me remove all these guys. I just want to focus on one card. And when I'm done with that particular card, I can now multiply the cards, right? I come here. The first thing I want to do is I want to, this image. I want to create this image. So to do that, I come here. Make sure that when you want to, create your image, try and put it inside, wrap it inside a div. The reason is I said in the other class that you don't style image directly. I just did that for an example, but in real life, you don't style image directly. Right, it might affect the image resolution. Okay, so that's why. So I'm coming here, as a div. Right, so I want to give it a class name of card image. Good. So inside this place, I'm going to create my image tag. Good, and I'm going to put in the link here. So the link I want to use. Let me use this link. Right, so you can get any link you want, but I'm going to pass this link here. Save it. And then when we come to this place, look at it here. So the next thing we want to do is look at Amazon. After the image, we have the description. So I'm going to come here, right? I'm going to call this one, let's say, .description, right? So I'm going to come here, maybe Lorem 10, just 10 random words. So you want to generate random words, you can just drop lorem. How many words do you want to generate? You do lorem 5, it's generate 5 words. If you want to generate 20 words, lorem 20, like that. So we did this to generate about 10 random words. The next thing we want to do is we want to get this rating, but I'm going to teach us how to do that in subsequent class. So how to use icons, to get how to get the icon libraries and fix all these things, right? So the next thing we want to do is here, let's do the pricing. So come here and then do pricing. Say dot pricing or dot price. Come here and then put inside the H1 tag. Let's say $40 and save it. And then we have this, and then let's create one more button. You can call it buy now, right? Good. Save it. We have this. When we come to this, we have this. Very good. So let's see how we can multiply this card in 5 places. So 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is 4. Add the last one now. Save your work, and we have this. Now this is it. But if you notice that there's no space between each card, to do that, you come to your style, right? Then inside your wrapper, make sure you're still on the parent. Do this. You can do gap, right? You can do gap. Let's say 1 rem or 0.5 rem. You see, there's now gap between each of them, right? But look at something. There's gap between each of them. But look at, it's actually bigger than the width of the system itself. So to do that, let's come to our card here, right? Look at our card here. Make sure, let's do something. First of all, let's see how we can reduce this card. This card has red background, so let's reduce it to, let's give it a width. You can say width of 300px, right? Width of 300px. And when you save your work, you see this. Now, if you notice that the images are bigger than the width itself, so to style the images, you come here. I told you don't style images directly, so to do that, you say card image. Then we want to style the image now, right? We're going to give it a width of 100% so that it doesn't take more than the width of the parents. So do this, it has taken exactly the width of the parents. So you see that? So it looks nicer now. So let's give this this button, to style the button, you say card, no, this is the parents, card button. So we come here, you can come here and do dots card button, right? Then you say width 100%, right? Give the padding of 1 rem. So we have a button that looks like this, way too big. So give it a padding of 0.5 rem. Good, we have something better. So inside this card, let's give this card a padding of 0.5 rem, so that there will be space between, the button and the card at the bottom. So we have this. So this is how we can use Flex for our box modeling. By the way, we have another means of styling for your box modeling, and that's great. But now, next class I'm going to teach you how to use Grid. So thank you very much and have a blessed day. Please make sure you subscribe if you find any value in this video. Thank you very much and have a blessed day. Bye.